For latest updates and short audio clips, follow us on Instagram, Reading the Author.
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast Reading the Author, a unique show where we read authors' mind and not their book. Meanwhile, I truly believe and pray that you and your families are completely safe and healthy as well. Today we have Mayur Madhekar sir with us, the author of Life as a Song for Everyone. Thank you so much sir for coming on our show. We are highly grateful कि आप हमारे show पर आए.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. It's an honor to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
So,
Yeah,
sir,
looking for an interesting conversation ahead.
Definitely, sir. So, sir, before we get into the podcast and know much more about your book, about your vision, and all those things, I would request you to please just introduce yourself so that our listeners can know much more about you and everything related to how you started writing and how did your journey of being an author started.
Okay, so starting with my name is Mayur Madhekar. I am 21 years old. I just graduated 2 months back from Government College of Engineering, Amravati. My branch was Information Technology, and I'm currently working with Fresh Gravity Software Services in data science and analytics domain. So that's pretty much I would like to tell. Yeah, and should I just start with the journey of my book or? Yeah. So basically, Life as a Song for Everyone is in short, I can say it's an emotional journey. It covers all the emotions that I've personally experienced in my life. My life has always been a roller coaster, starting from birth. So till now, it always has been a roller coaster ride for me. And during this ride, I have experienced many emotions, many things. And that's what Life as a Song for Everyone is, an attempt to make you feel all those emotions and the insights that I have gained during this journey. So that's what pretty much in short description that I can say about my book. Basically, it's a love story if you will just see the cover of it, but it's much more than that. It's a life story, I would say. It's a story of three main protagonists, Arvind, Sonali, Smita. They are in an engineering college and they've just fell in love. They have this emotional journey planned by lives. They have their past. They have some traumatic past of themselves, and they just try to recover from it. But life has its own plans, and they just fall more into chaos, and the life becomes a complete mess. So this book will show you, even though in mess, how can you find peace, and how you can just find insights, why life did this to you. So in short, that was
सर जैसा अभी आपने बताया कि आपकी बुक भी एक इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज के अराउंड रिवॉल्व करती है एंड आप भी एक इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज से ही अभी ग्रेजुएट हुए हैं. सो इज इट सम सॉर्ट ऑफ रियल स्टोरीज इन इट?
Yeah, I would say, in short, I can say a fiction is nothing but thousands of non-fictions. Do you agree with that?
True, definitely.
Yeah. Yes. So there are many incidents which have been just taken up from my real life, and some from the life that I've seen around me. So yeah, and some part is fictitious because story needs that.
Definitely, because otherwise, it will become a sort of biography, what we feel.
Yeah, exactly.
A sort of documentary it will become at the end.
Documentary type, yep. Sort of documentary. So I have tried to keep many things realistic, and there are some fictitious aspects that are there. So yeah, it's an interesting read.
Okay. So it sounds really interesting. Can you share what motivates you to write on this topic, and how much real is this to you when it comes to your personal life? आप इस story से या फिर आपकी life का कितना हिस्सा है इन कहानियों में? Can you share about them?
Okay, sure, I would love to, and it's pretty interesting. So book लिखने का जो एक motivation था वो मुझे आया second year के जब summer vacations थे. It was 2019. Our summer vacations were going on. So at that time, there's a place in Aurangabad called Mental Health Clinic. It's been run by Dr. Qureshi Kadri, yeah, Dr. Kadri. So basically, I'll just give a brief about that place. It's the place like you must have seen in movies. It's a place where people with mental illness are basically admitted, ranging from bipolar disorder or they may have some addictions like from drugs, alcohol to major personality mood swings. All kind of mental health issues are being treated there. So I got a chance to be there for a month, and I got to witness the life, like how the patient's life was there. So that was an intention, like how weird life is, like means those people living there, and there's this other outside life that we are living right now. So what is the basic difference, and means how the outside world is totally disconnected with this side of the world. Means mental illness or whatever addictions people go through, like we just don't realize how we just attracted towards there, like कैसे एक बंदे की जिंदगी नॉर्मल आउटर लाइफ से उस मुकाम पर आ जाती है, लाइक वी जस्ट डोंट नो दैट कि वो कैसे होता है. सो लाइफ एज अ सॉन्ग फॉर एवरीवन में आई ट्राई टू शो कि एक नॉर्मल जिंदगी भी कैसे खास बन जाती है व्हेन यू गो थ्रू सम इमोशनल ट्रॉमा. So that the basic motivation lies in that mental health clinic. वहाँ पर जो मैंने lives observe किया वो patients की, and the time that I've spent there, that emotional connection that I have just attached with people and their families and their basically families. You just when you just see someone close of yours lying on a bed, fighting for his life, fighting for his addictions, just to improve, to just get back to normalcy. You feel emotionally full, and you just there's in this attempt, like you have to show this to the normal world, like what a beautiful life they are currently living. So that's what I wanted to show to people, and the effort, like even how messed up your life can be, it can still be peaceful. You can still be peaceful in the moments of chaos. So that's what I tried to narrate through my book.
Okay. Have you gone through heartbreak, sir?
Yep, many times.
Okay. So, sir, as you know, आपकी book भी as a sort of love story है, and you know, I guess you must have gone through on all those phases which are, you know, a person goes through in his young age. So there are lots of questions I generally get from the readers or from normal people related to love. So I guess you are the perfect person to answer all of them. Can you
definitely I would love
my very first question to you related to this is, you know, what exactly is one-sided love? Like there are a sort of अगर देखा जाए तो दो टाइप के ओपिनियंस इसमें आते हैं. पहला तो ये कि इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल फीलिंग कि आप अकेले ही सारी चीजें अज्यूम कर रहे हैं, और दूसरी तरफ ये डिजास्टर्स भी हो सकता है ना. जैसे लेट्स से कि अगर आपने बहुत सारी चीजें अज्यूम कर ली बट वैसे रियल लाइफ में नहीं हो रही हैं, तो आप इमोशनल ट्रॉमा में जा सकते हैं, बहुत सारी चीजें हो सकती हैं. सो व्हाट्स योर टेक, लाइक व्हेन इज द रियल टाइम टू जस्ट शिफ्ट फ्रॉम वन साइडेड लव टू अ ट्रू लव? True love, I mean to say कि a sort of couple or something like that.
Okay, so yes, मैं इससे स्टार्ट करना चाहूँगा कि like one-sided love is a beautiful feeling indeed. So basic इसे अगर शब्दों में उतारना चाहे तो we can say like एक बंदा ज़्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहा है किसी और बंदे में, but that other person is not reciprocating those feelings or those investments. That's what the simplest definition of one-sided love can be put, right? You're making efforts, but you're not receiving those investments back from the other person.
True.
Yep. You agree with that, correct?
Yeah, definitely.
So yep. So that's what one-sided love is, and it's a beautiful feeling if you just want to love that person. But if you want to be with that person forever, then definitely it's gonna hurt, because obviously that person is not giving you attention, his or her enough time. So definitely that's going to hurt, but which is still okay. If you are okay being hurt, then it's completely okay to be there as long as you want. But if you don't like to be hurt and you want to feel what both-sided love, or that you say that term true love, that term, if you want to feel that, so you have to get out of there, which is very very difficult, I should say, because personally I have gone through some of the things, and I know it's very hard to accept the fact that the other person doesn't want to be with you. But eventually you have to accept it, because the thing is, if you really love that person, okay, if you really love that person, then you should want that person to be happy, right? So sometimes your one-sided feelings can grow so intense that you would actually start disturbing that person. Your very presence in their life can be tormenting to them. It can trouble them mentally. So the best way to see it is that if you really love them, you should want them to be happy, and you should just accept that it's good to just let them free, set them free, and that's what you will feel good about. Okay, for her or his happiness, I won't trouble him or her, and I should just set my part. I should set my path away from him or her. That's the best thing we can do. Because you just care about them, you want them to be happy. That's the bottom line, isn't it?
Yeah. But sir, many a times what we feel, or what a young person, like we have seen so much of phases of our life that we can just just say it, and we can just हम अपने आप को समझा सकते हैं कि नहीं, अगर इंसान को नहीं पसंद है हमारे साथ रहना, that's completely okay, it's her choice or it's his choice, right? But when it comes to like many people who are not so much mentally strong, और उन्होंने अपनी इतनी सारी चीजें नहीं सोची, there comes the point of self doubt, right? कि उस इंसान को नहीं रहना मेरे साथ, तो बहुत सारे सेल्फ डाउट्स हो सकते हैं इंसान की लाइफ में, और इनफैक्ट वो ऐसी यंग एज में हो सकते हैं कि जिससे आपका पूरा आगे की लाइफ में भी जो कॉन्फिडेंस है वो आपका उतना पावरफुल ना रहे. So what a person can do who is exactly in self doubt as of now, like उसको भी लग रहा है कि because of looks, because of economical financial aspect, because of the social surrounding background, phone, mobile, बहुत सारी चीजें माइंड में आती हैं, तो उससे कैसे बचा जाए इस अगर जो भी इस समय था.
Cool. And this thing that you have spoken about, like self doubt and लगता है and all those things, that is completely natural. It has to be there. But what I do is I never give in to the world. Now, what does that mean? I never give in to the world is like the world is continuously trying to bend you in its own beliefs. Are you getting it? Like continuously it is trying to bend you in their beliefs. But I'm that much emotional endurance, like there's so much emotional endurance in me, like I never surrendered myself to it. Because the thing is, if that person is not accepting you, it's natural to feel like हम में ही कुछ कमी है, correct? But the thing is, it's कुछ कमी नहीं है तुम में. It's just that they are not in that
willing
place
to
to
take
accept your love. Yeah, they are not in the place to accept your love, and they might. There are two things. Like एक तो ये हो सकता है कि they don't feel you worthy, or the second thing is they don't feel worthy of themselves. Like you're getting me, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. So the thing is, अगर नहीं होता है, then it's completely okay, because कोई भी चीज force करके, like love force करके तो बिल्कुल नहीं चलता है.
Definitely.
Because there's this word called home-like feeling. Yeah, जहाँ पर कुछ effort नहीं डालना पड़ता है, and जहाँ पर तुम खुद का natural being रहकर सामने वाला बंदा या बंदी तुम्हें प्यार करे, like you don't have to put efforts, you just have to be your real self. That feeling is so awesome. That feeling is so awesome. Yep, that feeling is so awesome, because for now it is very easy to say. I would also say the thing that I'm talking about is very easy to say, but when you are in that phase of one-sided love, and when your feelings are not being reciprocated, बहुत बेकार लगता है. You feel what I can say, you feel worthless, like you don't value yourself anymore, and that is completely okay. And I would say कि इस वक्त में advices बिल्कुल नहीं लेना चाहिए from friends, because the best way to mend a broken heart is to give it time. it will mend. Because most of the times we just take advices and we try to do stuff. Like there are many people, you must have heard कि like एक ही बार तो रिजेक्ट किया है, वापस ट्राई कर लेना, बोल देगी. Like but the thing is, you can understand it, right? But the thing is, if they are not willing to take it, you should not give it.
Okay. And like what are your if अगर एक couple of advices बोली जाए देने को, for a happy relationship, then what would be that?
Acceptance. As short as I want to keep it, it should be acceptance. You have to accept it. It means the person, his flaws, his strengths, his weaknesses, whatever it is, you have to accept it, because
celebrate the differences.
When you exactly, and that's what love is. Love is to accept the differences. Because when you put love in this way, then there is nothing that can possibly hurt you, because you have already considered all those things which can possibly hurt you, right? Because most of the times what I've seen or what you may have also seen is like problem kabhi bhi tab aati hai, like when we try to change some aspects of a person, like when we are bothered about their some habits or something like that, like the way he speaks or his some habits we can say, or like you are getting it, right? There's always this thing like we want to change, but if you accept them, there is no need to change anything, right? You just accept that person for what it is. And this is not specific about a relationship, it's about everything indeed. Like love and relationship, these are two different things. I hope you know. Love and relationship, these are two different things. So the thing that I've spoken is about love, and when you love someone, then it is not much hard to be in a relationship. But what people do nowadays, they just jump into relationship,
after that they try to fall in love.
They try to love. That's the opposite way, and that's the thing I was talking about. Like we are bending in the what you can say, the harshness of the world. There's a world हमसे करवाना चाह रहा है, like bend करना चाह रहा है हमें. We are just giving into it. Like we are not
we are
thinking
just following
like,
the path.
Yup, exactly. We are not thinking like what I am doing, it that way already exists, but is it okay for me to take the path? We are not questioning this to ourselves. We are just blindly following it. So, yup. And I am very observant about everything in my life, and this is what I have seen. Like people try to play their relationships than living it. I don't know you would get that, but
I
they try to
understand that.
play it. The labeling aspect of that. That's why personally I don't like to label things, because when you term the label like boyfriend, girlfriend, you become the characters of that movie, and you try to play it.
In fact,
you do not.
They want to just test at a certain path. अब देखते हैं, something like that.
Exactly. But let me tell you, but just point पे you break these labels now. You just be yourself and you just live that moment, live all those moments. That feeling is so very beautiful. It's so very beautiful. And I'm just not talking about like for love and relationships. If you just I would say, if you just hold this belief for everything in your life, like you should not tag yourself to a label like I'm from this community, this is my position, and I will behave accordingly. Once you break these beliefs, you will become a person, you will become a human, and you will start living the life. That's a very beautiful thing. And I've freed myself from this stuff long time ago. So you can imagine, like my every moment, I'm just free from any kind of burdens to hold any position. That feeling is so very beautiful. I can't even express it in words.
Okay, so my next question to this podcast is like, can we expect more such books from you, or you want to experiment a little bit and try on some other genres as well? Like what's upcoming next? What's in the pipeline?
Okay. To be honest, I don't plan stuff. I don't keep goals nowadays, because again, when you keep goals, you become so focused that you ignore rest of the world. So I don't know whether that will make sense to you, because 90%, or I should say 99% of the population believes to have goal, to have some goal in life. But my past is been like that, like whatever I have tried to plan it as a goal, that has never happened it in the way that I have expected. But the natural what I can say, अचानक से हो जाती है वो चीज, right? You don't put extra efforts, you just keep doing what you like, what you love, and you just see the outcomes at the end of it, like from nowhere. That feeling is really very beautiful, because that works for me. I'm not saying that should work for everyone. That personally works for me, so I live it in that way. But to answer your question, like I do have one thing in mind about the next book. And ये next book का idea मुझे first book जब लेकर आता मुझे तभी आया था कि next book मुझे किस पर लिखनी है. Yep. And the title would be very obvious from the first title itself, but I would like to keep it as a suspense. It's going to be a heartbreaking but heart-mending story, I would say, the next one. I don't know when I'll start writing it. I have the entire, not entire, but 80 to 90% of the plot is in my brain already. I'll just look like when I feel good writing it.
Okay. So like, most of the authors are working to create an impact on their readers' mind. Like, they want to be known or remembered as a certain, genre of writer. So what sort of impact do you want to create on a reader's mind? Like, say, from a couple of years from now, if anyone sees a book, okay, it's a book by Mayur sir, then what sort of that, that sudden impact, that first thought you want to create on their mind, कि अच्छा Mayur sir की book है तो ऐसी होगी. Is there some sort of strategy going behind? ये आपने कभी सोचा इस बारे में?
Like if someone sees the next book of mine or whatever the series, then I want it to be like they have not expected it. Are you getting me? They have not expected like ये बंदा ऐसा भी कुछ लिख सकता है. I don't want to follow just one kind of genre.
You don't want
and
to be labeled as
exactly. You started to understand me soon. That's great. I just don't want to follow one path and just be on it for my life forever. I would definitely try new roads, and I would definitely try like the thing about being flexible is you're not in a place forever.
You're not bounded to do something you don't like afterward. You're right.
Exactly. If you are in a place forever, then there is no difference than a prison. Right? Prison, jail.
Definitely.
If you are in a place forever, you are in a prison. But still, that's just one sided of the thing that I'm telling you. Being in one place is also a good thing. Being in one place and being stable at one place is also a good thing.
But what I personally feel, sir, sometimes like everything has a two sides, pros and cons. So but exactly. what I feel कि अगर आप certain, अगर let's say कि अगर आपको कोई label दे दी कि okay sir he is a love story writer, तो in future अगर आप उस चीज को follow नहीं करें, let's आपका मन नहीं भी लिखने का, but फिर भी आपके mind में कहीं ना कहीं वो second thought आएगा कि अगर नहीं लिखा तो पता नहीं audience कैसे accept करेगी या फिर क्या होगा, something like that will definitely go on.
Okay. I don't know about this, because the thing is whenever I just pick up my pen, there's one intention behind my writing, and the intention is not always to make someone believe about things or just to flaunt my writing skills. It's about to comfort them from the pain that I have so much experience from my past. I just want to comfort them from the pain. I don't think about becoming a brand. I really don't want to become a brand at all. I really don't want to become a brand at all. I just want to be remembered as a person. Like, he used to write about things which really matters. Yeah, that's it.
That's beautiful. Okay. So my next question.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, if you want to like feel what I just said, I write poems there's my Instagram page. If you ever feel like giving it a shot, you just leave through my poems and you will see what I was talking about. I literally write about things that really matters, like having this living dead feeling, like you're alive still you're feeling dead. Then the suicide, there are some times when you like feel committing suicide, you want to end your life. So I have so many things written on that as well. So yeah,
so can you please share that
write...
username so that our listeners can also search?
Yeah, it's Mayur_Madhekar, MAYUR_MADHEKAR.
Okay, definitely. Okay, so sir, my next question to you is like, do you feel competitive in this industry? Like, there are hundreds of books being published every week, we can say, because the self-publishing has been launched, and the publishing has become so easy. So what sort of competition do you feel? Like, do you feel a sort of neck-to-neck competition, or you're someone who feels that ki creativity mein koi competition nahi hota, everyone is in their own race? What's your take on this?
Okay, so starting I have gave up competition after my 12th standard, because whenever I try to, I would not say we, I will just take it on me, and I will say whenever I try to do something being competitive in mind, I do not enjoy the process. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, when you're competitive, you are fully focused, and when you do not get the thing that you are trying so hard for, it hurts a lot. So even when I started writing this book, there was no intention of mine to publish it on a large scale. It just so happened जिन trial readers को दिया था, they really felt कि like this story needs to be heard. Even I gave this book to my school teacher, Sandeep Shere sir, and even he encouraged me like, this is too good. Like this is just your first book and it is really good. You should publish this out on a large scale. There was a plan of publishing, but it wasn't like just ebook publishing and all. But I just decided like, okay, as people are saying, and even I feel like the story is quite unique. So I just went for a global scale. Like it's literally available everywhere, even in foreign countries. So yes, so like, it's not about competition, because I do not believe in competition. Life is a journey, not a competition. There are many quotes you would think, but it's not about just quotes. It's what I have learned in my life. Like whenever you're competitive, you're not enjoying the process. It's a thing like when you're competitive, you just push up boundaries, you try to do better. But life is not about just being better. It's about settling for good rather than better sometimes as well. So yeah, for me, my peace of mind and my happiness values more than being best. That it's matter of priorities. That's right.
So sir, as we have talked about your book, about your journey, about your vision, your views on certain topics, now coming to your personal life, can you share with us like what was the most happiest moment of your life? Like I know there must be many, but if you can share any one of them with us, then that would be really great.
Happiest moment, yep, it was this one. Like when I was in my first year, there was this alumni meet of our college for 1993 batch. So I did anchoring with one of my seniors. Her name was Sharayu Dhake. So we created a very dramatic anchoring script, which you can witness in the book as well. There's this one scene where these three people like Arvind, Sonali and Smita are bound to work together for anchoring in annual gathering. So that part has somewhat been derived from this lesson. So we were the anchors of this alumni meet, and it went so great that at the end of it, we received many handshakes, many hugs. Even a security guard just came to us, and his little words were like, "Kya maza aaya bhai, kitni mehnat kiya hoga aapne maza lane ke liye." His little words were that. So that was one of the happiest moments of my life, literally, because that script was so funny. It was full of imitations, body movements, shairis and all. So it was so very beautiful, and it was the first one of the most memorable memories of my engineering life.
Definitely. Okay. So sir, like, do you feel stressed by releasing of your book? Like, what was your mental state at that time? Like आप उस समय क्या सोच रहे थे? नर्वस थे, एक्साइटेड थे, या आपने कोई बेंचमार्क सेट किया था कि ठीक है मुझे इतने लोग जानते हैं, मेरे बुक को इतना सेल करना चाहिए, ऐसा समथिंग लाइक दैट? क्या था आपके माइंड में उस वक्त?
While writing or while publishing?
While publishing, sir.
While publishing. Okay. Yep. While publishing, it's natural to feel stressed out because finally it's the time. All your efforts are going to be shown to the world, so it is natural to feel stressed out. And there was this thing, like I was personally satisfied, even if even my literal intention, like even if this book was able to make one person find his or her meaning of life, that would be my fulfillment. That would like purpose fulfilled kind of thing through my writing, and it did. There are many reviews that I've got, personal messages, like after reading my book, they have found their meanings and they have found peace even in the moments of chaos. So it's a matter of personal satisfaction, not about the numbers. Although the numbers are quite good. The numbers are quite good. You can just check it on Amazon. You can just read the reviews. They are really very, very awesome. So, yeah. Okay. Even before launching the book, it was already a success for me. And I just can't share that feeling because it's so very precious.
Definitely, if you're doing something new for yourself and when it comes out पूरी दुनिया के सामने और लोग उसे appreciate करें, then that's one of the most, we can say the most precious feelings which we can.
Exactly. Appreciations are just on the cherry on the cake for me, because if I didn't do this for appreciations. It was for my personal satisfaction, like I can do something like this.
So as of now, do you have any particular writing schedule, or it's like random कि कभी कोई thought आया तो डायरी में या फोन में कहीं लिख लिया और फिर बाद में जाके उसे लिख रहे हैं? How does it goes?
Yes, so I write only when I have something to narrate or a feeling to share or a message to give. So generally I write poems. I generally write poems, and I just cannot elaborate like what kind of poems I write unless and until you give it a read. So there's no fixed schedule or planning. I write when I have stuff to say. And nowadays I've also started writing out songs. I compose them on my guitar. So that's going pretty well. There's no schedule. It's just like when I want to, I do.
Okay. And what's your current mental state, sir? Like as a person, as an author, as a creative person, what are the things which you want to focus upon as of now?
Okay. Current mental status, I can say I'm okay. I'm not that good, but I'm not that bad either. I'm in a slightly flipping mode right now because there was some incident that had happened a few weeks back. So I'm okay. I'm flipping upside down sometimes, but there's this feeling like whatever happens, it's for the best. So even in the moment of chaos, I was talking about peace. So even in the moment of chaos, I'm peaceful. That's the current mental status.
Okay, and my last question to have this podcast will be like, what are your advices for the upcoming authors? Like, बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होंगे जो इस पॉडकास्ट को सुन रहे होंगे और उनका अभी पहला ड्राफ्ट उनके लैपटॉप में या डायरी में होगा या अभी वो लिखना शुरू करेंगे, तो what would be your advice for them?
My advice would be not to look for any advices. You just have this one intention in your mind कि like तुम्हें क्यों लिखना है और तुम्हें क्या बताना है दुनिया को. You just think about that stuff for right now, because rest of things really do not matter for you at this time, because you are in the writing phase. Publishing phase is completely different. Writing phase is completely different. You just think about writing for now and why you want to write. Don't think about I will write for appreciations, or if you have that intention, that's still okay. Everyone has their own perspective, but I would rather suggest like have a different intention, like why you really want to write. That's what I would say. Just keep it simple. Don't run for many advices, because many options only creates confusions.
That's also true. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed this episode, and if you do, then do follow our podcast, Reading the Author, available on all the leading podcast platforms. And don't forget to buy and read the book. Just go on Amazon and search मयूर मधेकर, सर की बुक आ जाएगी. आप सर्च कर सकते हैं लाइफ एज अ सॉन्ग फॉर एवरीवन. आप जाके ज़रूर खरीदें, पढ़ें और अपने जानने वालों के साथ, जानने वालों से ज़रूर शेयर करें. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on our show. Thank you for enlightening us with your words.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for having me. Thank you so much. It was nice talking to you.